today's In Touch devotion.
Today's scripture reading is Joshua chapter 3, verses 14 through chapter 4, verse 7. So when the people set out from their tents to cross the Jordan, with the priests carrying the Ark of the Covenant before the people, and when those who carried the Ark came into the Jordan, and the feet of the priests carrying the Ark were dipped in the edge of the water, for the Jordan overflows all its banks all the days of harvest, the waters which were flowing down from above stood and rose up in one heap a great distance away at Adam, the city that is beside Zarethan, and those which were flowing down toward the sea of the Arabah, the salt sea, were completely cut off. So the people crossed opposite Jericho, and the priests who carried the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord stood firm on dry ground in the middle of the Jordan, while all Israel crossed on dry ground until all the nation had finished crossing the Jordan. Now when all the nation had finished crossing the Jordan, the Lord spoke to Joshua, saying, "Take for yourselves 12 men from the people, 1 man from each tribe, and command them, saying, Take up for yourselves 12 stones from here, out of the middle of the Jordan, from the place where the priests' feet are standing firm, and carry them over with you, and lay them down in the lodging place where you will lodge tonight." So Joshua called the 12 men whom he had appointed from the sons of Israel, 1 man from each tribe. And Joshua said to them, "Cross again to the ark of the Lord your God into the middle of the Jordan, and each of you take up a stone on his shoulder, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Israel. Let this be a sign among you, so that when your children ask later, saying, 'What do these stones mean to you?' Then you shall say to them, 'Because the waters of the Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord when it crossed the Jordan. The waters of the Jordan were cut off. So these stones shall become a memorial to the sons of Israel forever.'"
It's easy to recall God's goodness when we are receiving it. But when life gets back to normal, we might forget all that He did on our behalf. Today's verses offer a good example for us. God had brought the Israelites through the Red Sea. Now, He miraculously provided another dry path by piling up the waters of the Jordan. The Lord knew that the people were about to enter Jericho, and by His power, they would overcome the city. How compassionate to encourage them with a tangible illustration of His strength prior to battle. But God also knew how easily they had forgotten Him. We do the same today. When the Lord works in obvious ways, it's easy to trust Him. But as time goes on, we drift until we're reminded that we need Him. So in His love, the Father had a plan to help them recall the miracle at the river. He asked them to create an altar of 12 stones, representing each tribe that passed safely through the waters. How can you create reminders of God's faithfulness? Some people journal, others write words on sticky notes and leave them in noticeable places. Whatever you do, make sure you have a way to remember the Lord's involvement in your life.